11 games into the Premier League season, and Arsenal sits on top of the league. Yes, Arsenal. This is not an illusion. The Gunners have been transformed by coach Mikel Arteta into a supreme modern football team. Hey guys, it's Let's Talk Football here, and today we look at if Arsenal can win the Premier League this season. Whisper it, but for the first time in 16 years, Arsenal is looking like the real deal again. Unpressable, ball-playing defenders, inverted fullbacks, blistering young wingers, and a guy named Jesus up front who unleashes hellfire on opposition defenses. This is a team without obvious weaknesses, but are they a realer deal than Manchester City? City with its giant Norwegian beast of a striker and the superhuman Kevin De Bruyne. As City manager and Arteta's former mentor Pep Guardiola said this week, the reality is that Arsenal have been better than us so far. We are not top of the league. It is a given that at some point, Manchester City will come swooping past Arsenal, like a Tour de France sprinter. Arsenal are not expected to win the league at all, but what if they do? At some point, the unthinkable must start to be considered, more than a dismissed possibility, and now seems as good as a time as any. After 11 games, the Gunners are 2 points clear of the defending champions. By any objective measure, regardless of what may or may not happen down the line, Arsenal right now are title contenders. If not, it is difficult to explain what they are doing messing about at the top of the division, a quarter of the way through the campaign. They have passed almost every test. Against Spurs, a rigid unit to break down, Arsenal slammed 3 past them and were full value for the win. Then against Liverpool, which according to many was the true test of their credentials, Arsenal again went toe-to-toe and came out on top. We are only 9 games into a 38-game season, so we will hold our horses on proclaiming the Gunners, but what they did was enter the race as the second best in the hunt for glory. That is some start. They are 12 points ahead of Liverpool, 8 ahead of Manchester United, and 7 ahead of Chelsea. To put Arsenal's eye-catching start to the season in even greater context, not even the iconic Invincibles of 2003 and 04 had amassed as many points after 11 games. The only thing that I think could halt Arsenal's momentum is injuries. However, a significantly improved squad depth has so far helped the Gunners negate any fitness woes. No Martin Odegaard, Fabio Vieira is on the scene. No Thomas Partey, Sambi Lokonga, and Alexander Zinchenko are waiting in the wings. The bulk of the credit must undoubtedly fall into Arteta's lap for such a shift in fortunes. Arsenal took a risk with appointing the young and fresh-faced Spaniard with no experience in the managerial chair, despite learning from one of the best in Guardiola. There was a time not that long ago when the words Arsenal and relegation were being used unironically, but Arteta has not been afraid to make those bold and unpopular decisions which have helped him mold the Gunners squad into his own vision. From exiling creative fulcrum Mesut Ozil to immediately cutting Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang from the ranks for disciplinary breaches, such decisions have paid dividends. Waves of backlash arrived when the signing of Aaron Ramsdale was announced, but the Englishman is now loved by the overwhelming majority of the fan base. Many believed that William Saliba's countless loan spells in France would spell the end of a shortened Arsenal career. Man, were they wrong. Saliba has been one of Arsenal's best players this season, providing a measure of composure far beyond his 21 years. Saliba is deservedly receiving plenty of plaudits, but a whole host of Gunners players deserve the praise coming to them. Gabriel Jesus has barely put a foot wrong, Gabriel Martinelli has been on fire, and Granit Xhaka is playing the best football he has ever played in his career. Can the Gunners win the Premier League? The jury is still out on that, but one thing is for sure, they have become Manchester City's biggest threat to the Premier League crown. But let us know what you guys think. Can Arsenal push Man City all the way? Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys on the next one.